Hello and what is up to you, my friend? Welcome to the Craft Majestic channel. The other day, a subscriber sent me this Mega Constructs Halo Infinite figure set, in the hope that I would build a diorama best fitted for Master Chief and the Brute figure. So, to start it off, I got this cheap dollar store hot pad that I can work on as a base for the diorama. Next, I cut out this block of packing styrofoam to an appropriate shape for the terrain, and then glued to the base. I then followed it up, sealing it with the use of Mod Podge. For the next step, I use a mixture of plaster, a bit of Mod Podge, and water to cover the entire terrain. Utilizing epoxy compound, I meticulously craft miniature stones designed for placement in creek beds. As a precautionary measure, I highly recommend the use of gloves if you choose to pursue this method. After allowing both the plaster paste and miniature stones to dry, the subsequent step involves positioning pebbles at the base of the terrain to serve as rocks, securing them with PVA glue. The entire diorama is then be painted with black color acrylic paint, while the stones were painted with gray. Following the completion of painting the rocks in the lower section of the river creek, I proceed to meticulously seal this portion of the diorama using a clear, soft plastic material. I then let it dry for over roughly about a day to ensure that it is fully secure. Now, it's time to craft the water element for the diorama using this bottle of clear glue. For those seeking an alternative to resin, glue proves to be a favorable choice. Not only is it cheap and budget-friendly, but it also offers ease of use, and it is non-toxic. However, applying large amount will prolong the drying time. Therefore, I recommend using it for straightforward and smaller projects, such as this one. To enhance the natural appearance of the water in the initial phase, I applied an additional layer of glue and delicately used a brush to pat it down during the drying process. Using a combination of baking soda and Mod Podge, we will proceed to craft a dynamic water effect, simulating the impact of water against stone. To continue with this process, I then proceed to add some more ripple effect to the water, using white paint. Once that is complete, I then remove the plastic. Subsequently, I then coated the majority of the terrain using mixture of plaster, water, and some extra shaving foam to create a snow. Several snow elements refinements and adjustments were made, with a significant portion of the process conducted off camera. After applying a sufficient quantity of PVA glue, I proceeded to delicately sprinkle grass onto various sections of the terrain. This introduced vibrancy and scenic elements to enhance the overall aesthetics of the diorama. Upon completing that application of grass to the terrain, I revisited the stones to infuse additional creative elements. Additionally, I conducted a final phase for the water, applying a conclusive layer of clear PVA glue to achieve the desired effect. For this very last step, I then use a black paint to cover the unpainted part of the diorama. Now that I am satisfied with how it turned out, it's time to call it a day.